So, good morning, Colin. Today, thank you very much for joining us here at Fosse 107 and inviting us to Hinckley and Rugby Building Society. This week is UK Savings Week. What does that mean, and why do we have a UK Savings Week?
Well, UK Savings Week is a real opportunity to spread the word about the importance of savings. We know that interest rates have been increasing steadily over the last year or so, and therefore the interest you can earn in savings is now much more material. But also it's important to get into that habit, important to save for that purpose, but also to have a little bit of money in your back pocket for a rainy day.
But we're in a cost of living crisis at the moment, and what would your advice be to somebody who can't afford to save?
Yeah, it is a difficult time, but saving up for those bills can be a really good idea. And it doesn't matter how much or how little you save. Just getting into that habit means that you're better prepared. You're better prepared for the bills. You're better prepared for when you've got that opportunity to make that purchase that you've perhaps wanted to do for some time. When interest rates were at 0.123%, I appreciate that people perhaps would have better things to do with their time. But when interest rates are at 4 or 5%, that's a great return. But even putting the interest to the side, just to have that nest egg behind you, should something crop up that you unexpectedly you need to spend money for, it's a great way to have a clearer mind. We know that financial positions are one of the key things that individuals worry about. So to keep our mental health in a good place, it's also good to have that little nest egg to fall back on.
So a lot of people are struggling at the moment, Colin, with higher interest rates, with their mortgage repayments, and struggling sometimes to save anything at all. But are savers benefiting from those higher interest rates?
I mean, I think anything we can do at the moment to help with cost is important. So shopping around for the best savings account is important, in the way it has always been over the last few years for a mortgage, to make sure you get the best rate. We've also launched an initiative called Workplace Savings, where we're talking to a number of employers, and their employees can actually get their savings deducted at source from their salary and paid directly into their Hinckley and Rugby savings account. So therefore, they never see the money. That habit is actually organised for them. As your salary goes into your bank account, a portion of it goes into your savings account. Now, you don't need to lock it up. It's just there.
Yeah.
If you need it that month, go and get it. But it's also perhaps there'll be a little left over that'll build up month after month.
So, Colin, as we spoke on numerous times before, I'm a bit of a professional spender, not particularly a saver. So what do I need to do then?
It is very easy to spend money. We're becoming less cash users. So the card that's swiped across the terminal, it's so easy to do. But spenders can also benefit from being good savers, because you may spend on impulse when you could have saved up for 2 months, 3 months to get that better product, to get that discount that you would like to get on that that bigger product. So I would say that getting into the habit, whether you're a spender or whether at heart you're a saver, is a really good thing to do. But end of the day, if you save money in an account, you can always take it out. It doesn't mean that you're restricted from using it. It just means that there's the potential you'll save up a little bit more for that bigger purchase or for a rainy day.
Finally, Colin, what are your top tips for saving, and why should we start saving this week?
Well, my tips would be, first of all, just take the time. Take the time with no distractions and sit down and think about your finances. It's easy now with our bank statements or our mobile apps to work out your income and your expenditure. Secondly, I would commit to getting into the habit. Getting into the habit of saying, I'm going to put a little bit away every week or every month. If you can get it deducted from your salary, makes it so much easier in a workplace savings scheme. I would then be conscious of the interest rates that I'm getting on my savings account. Why not have a a little shop around. Take that little bit of time, have a look in the press, search online, what are the best savings rates, come and speak to an organisation like Hinckley and Rugby and understand exactly what our expertise can add to your finances.
Colin Fyfe, Hinckley and Rugby Building Society, thank you so much for talking to Fosse 107.
Thank you very much.